Hello all. Previously we have seen how do we insert a node at the beginning of double linked list. Now in this particular video we will see how do we insert a node at the end of double linked list. For this purpose we are using a user defined function called insert at end, which accepts a integer value that normally becomes the node value. First of all we have to create a node. So as you already know, in double linked list we have three fields. One is data value, another one is the pointer to the previous node, and another one is the pointer to the next node. That node should be created by the help of malloc function. Okay, temp tends to data is equal to x. So whatever the x value, that will be inserted in temporary data field. So temporary next value, so that means the next part. Obviously, since it will be the last node, so temporary next will have the null value. So there is no confusion with this statement. You can directly assign null to the temporary next because it is the last node. What if head double equal to null? That means the linked list is empty. Whatever you are going to add a node, that will be the first node. So so this is same as insert at beginning function only. We have to assign null with the temporary previous part, because the first node will have the null in the previous part, right? So that is the meaning of it. And whatever the temp value which is pointing, so initially that would be head will be null in this case, because if head is double equal to null, then the linked list is empty, right? Now whatever you are going to create a node, that is the first node. So head will point to the first node. That is the meaning of it. So what if there are multiple nodes and you are trying to add a node at that last position? For that we will be using one more pointer called last. Initially it will be pointing to head, and then we have to traverse the last to the last node, and then we have to link. So how do we do that? We'll see in a while. So instead of going through each and every line of the code, let us take one example and trace it back to the code. That will be easy to understand. So let us say initial double linked list as follows. We have 10, 20, 30 and their addresses are 100, 200 and 300 respectively. Now I want to add insert at end. For example, in this case 40. So this is 40. There is a mistake here. Now I want to add 40 here. So first step 1 is allocate memory for the new node. So by using malloc function, we have to allocate the memory in heap area. So one temporary location will be created. Now assign data to new node, that means a temporary node. So 40 will be assigned to temp data field. So whatever the temp is, that in data area 40 will be assigned. Okay, now initialize the pointers is the step number 3. So whatever the temp next value, because it will be the last node, right? So this temp next value will always be null since it is a last node. Okay, now check if the list is empty, because we are having so many nodes here. This will become false now, because head double equal to null. What is head value now? 100. Is 100 double equal to null? No, this part will be skipped. Okay, now we are at the step number 5. We need to traverse the last node. So for that we will create one pointer called last. Initially the last will be assigned with head. So last points to head initially. Now we are traversing last to the last node by using this for while loop. Last arrow next not equal to null, and last is equal to last arrow next. By using this while loop, the last pointer will move to the last node of double linked list. Once it is done, now update the pointers. That is the last step. So how do we do that? So first one, last arrow next. So last arrow next is this part, whatever I am highlighting now, this is the last arrow next. Okay, temp. So what is the temp address now? 400. So 400 will be assigned to temp next. So this is the updated diagram. So 400 is updated in the last next part, so that the link is created, but the backlink has to be created. That is not created yet. Okay, how do we do that? The back linked list part. I mean backlink. Okay, how do we do that? With the help of this statement, whatever the last value, whatever the last value is 300, right? That 300 should be assigned in a temporary previous part. This is temp, this is previous. So 300 will be initialized in the temp previous part, so that double linked list will be created. So this is how we can add a node at the end of a double linked list. So let us try to execute this code in devcpp so that it will be clearer for you. So now I have written insert at end function here. Initially 30 20 10. So 10 20 30 is the double linked list. Now we are adding a insert at end function with the 40 value. So 40 will be added at the end of the double linked list, and we are displaying the list. Okay, so let us try to execute this code, compile and run. So 10 20 30, that is the initial linked list, and 40 is added at last. Okay, and whatever the last next is null only. Okay, so that's it for today. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching.